question right here.
Yeah, I asked my readers, your fans, some questions that I'd like me to ask you now. Two questions. What was it like filming in Brazil, and how does it feel to be loved all over the world?
I know, it's very hard. Filming Brazil was great. That was amazing. It was amazing to that's where Stephanie wrote The Honeymoon, and to go to actually, and she actually hadn't been, but we went in search of what she wrote as Al Esme, and I think we found it. It was very cool. We would take a half-hour road trip to work every day. That was great. We got stranded. That was dramatic. What else about Brazil?
It was nice being able to shoot on the actual streets and see the people, and to see that within the context of this movie is definitely jarring in a great way. It's very good.
Yeah.
I'm just going to moderate. It's nice. It's different. I don't know. It's love necessarily, but and shooting in Brazil, I don't even know where I'm talking to. Shooting in Brazil, it's interesting. One of the interesting things about having an international fan base, every single country has a totally different reaction to you and to the movie. And shooting on the streets in Brazil, compared to people trying to sneak a picture or something. If you're shooting in the States or Canada, like in Brazil, people would literally just go up and try and grab you. And so it was pretty fun on the set.
In the shot, yes.
In the shot, yeah.
And you were there kind of, Taylor, because it was eerie. There was an extra who looked exactly like you.
So weird.
It was so weird.
I was not there. I do love Brazil, but I was not there. But they came back and they showed me this picture. Or they told me first that there was an extra that looked just like me. And I was like, okay, sure. They showed me this picture, and I even thought it was me. It was the weirdest thing. So, didn't you guys have to place him further back? In case the camera accidentally
pushing
went over him.
That's the thing, is he was acting like you too.
Yeah.
He looked like an Eclipse poster.
Totally rewriting the story. They go on their honeymoon, and there you are.
That would have been so hilarious if the camera just is going over, you guys are walking through, and I'm just standing there like this, just watching you guys.
Do you think the Breaking Dawn movies will truly be the end of the Twilight saga, or do you think there'll be some sort of spin-off or continuation of it in the movies somehow?
Breakfast time. There you go. Twilight, Eclipse, and then
What, like cereal box?
breakfast brunch. No, I don't know. It's down to Stephanie, really.
Yes, I second that.
Yeah, breakfast time.
I think she always says it's the end of the Bella. It's the end of the Bella Edwards story. I think, but especially in the second movie, there's so many new characters that I'm sure. I'm not sure, but I suspect she'll want to revisit them at some point.
You sound like you have some secret knowledge.
I was
conveniently not mentioning Jacob.
I have a question for the actors. What was the most, out of all the Twilight films, what was the most secretive scene that you had to film? And also, what was the scene that you had to film that you felt was probably the most exposed to fans?
The wedding was definitely, it was like Secret Service style, insane. The crew was completely inconvenienced and just, grumbling around the set like, I can't have a cell phone, I can't.
No cell phone, no email.
Like, you don't understand what this means to us, thank you so much. Like, if this dress gets on the internet, I'll die. But that really was crazy.
And then there was a helicopter right as you're ready to take the bow.
I had a Volturi cloak on because that's all that we had to cover up. It was really funny.
Yeah.
Would that have probably been Brazil for you guys?
Yeah, not really. We didn't have to do anything which was too sort of intimate or anything where there were a lot of people around. or not, or we didn't know there were other people around.
I know, I
We
think,
didn't know when we were being
Yeah.
like, photographed and stuff. That was always a weird experience after the fact, being like, oh, the whole scene.
right.
Right,
Awesome.
right, yeah.
This movie is it's very loud. A lot of the movie takes place like, you know, inside. So most of our time spent, we were in Baton Rouge filming on a stage, and then we had 2 months in Vancouver. But I mean, this Breaking Dawn's very like intimate, and I just feel like they did a really good job at allowing us to just, I don't know, be creative and just be able to just be with each other. We really didn't have to focus on, you know, being distracted and anything like that on this movie.
They protected us. Hi, right here. This question's for Kristen. I feel like Breaking Dawn was such an emotional journey for Bella. You got the honeymoon, wedding, getting pregnant. What was it like filming for months, and how did everything that was happening to Bella kind of affect you personally? Everything. I can't draw a line between myself and stuff that I do. It's funny, I don't want to make it sound like it's not just about this, but really with everything that I do, it's hard for me to take myself out of it. So I've been building up to these moments for 4 years. I was 17 when I started doing this movie. And, this one really is loaded with those really cathartic, impactful, huge life moments, and they're not all completely fantasy. They're really, you know, very rooted in a reality that I can completely see myself in. And anyone who reads the book could imagine. And shooting the scenes, I had to kind of let myself realize that these moments will find themselves naturally, and I can't let the book, you know, punch me in the face every morning to wake me up and like give me stomach aches. You have to, you know, let the moments happen. And they did, and I tried to, you know, we just sort of went for it. And a lot of it, I do feel like it's very, very close to the book and really sincere telling the story, but at the same time, we sort of added like bits. There are surprises that surprised me too, in the more iconic bits, like in the wedding and at the honeymoon, and yeah, a lot more surprises.
I think the thing that amazes me is that there's no bigger fan of Twilight than Kristen. I mean, it is, no, it's true, like you are, I mean, you're approaching it as an actress, as the way you describe it, but also it's like she's always there, like, I know what it felt like when I read this the first time. And it's like pushing to make sure she was capturing that feeling, and that was really, I mean, you
I feel like
put that
this
pressure on
is
yourself.
such a self-conscious answer, but like, yeah.
Yeah, but it's true, yeah.